Here we are, approaching the end of August. Nearly here. The garden is, I would say, probably at its peak right now. Still have wonderful temperatures. We've had decent rain. Kenna graces it with her presence daily, so we all know what impact that has. So, oops. Wow, she's freaking out right now. We'll start here with the hops. Let's do a quick overview. Left 3 Centennial, right 3 Cascade, so about, I don't know, it's about what I expected, maybe a little better. Honestly, I didn't expect to have any cones, so any development on that front is a plus. And they smell fantastic. There's some younger ones down here. It's been interesting watching it develop. Took off really quickly in the case of this Cascade. It's probably 9-10 feet maybe. And then it started to fill out. A bunch of burrs came out, and then they began forming cones. And then lower down here, I didn't prune at all, so basically just let it go crazy. And you can see where there would have been maybe a few burrs that come out there, shot out an entirely new shoot, in which there's it's just such a great smell. Really hope that I can use some and brew with my bro. We'll see. Another nice little surprise here, pumpkins. Leah brought home some pumpkin plants at the end of the school year, so I put them in a 2-gallon pot. Just trained them over in this open area between the bench tree. Got some kale and Swiss chard, but the pumpkins really took off, and we should have, looks like 2. They've really begun to change color just over the past week or 2. The west bed here is all about San Marzano, which ended up having a little bit of a surprise, as you all know. Cherry Marzano over here and right here. Kind of an inadvertent cross between the San Marzano and the Sweetie Cherry that occurred last season when I was saving seeds. So I germinated, I think, 12 different San Marzanos, kept 8. 2 of them ended up being this hybrid. So I'll definitely be saving seeds from that, continuing to, I don't know, perhaps try to refine that genetic strain. We'll see. I have no idea, but it's happening, so I might as well learn about it and see if I can play a role. Lighting is kind of terrible at that angle, but we also have some Aldi sweet peppers. This first plant here is the orange variety. This is from Saved Seed. Aldi supermarkets, eat the pepper, save the seeds, grow the plant. I've said this before. So we've got red, yellow, and orange. Nice little variety there. All along the back here is the San Marzano. They've produced very well despite having a lot of blight damage. I don't remember it being so bad last season, but they have definitely taken a beating and come out quite victorious. Just absolutely loaded. Probably, I don't know, I would maybe train 2 less suckers next year and keep it at 3. 4 is too much, 5 is definitely way too much. What in the world? So this would be the east bed. We have more peppers, all the hot varieties, jalapeno, sugar rush peach, banana pepper, and black Hungarian. And then also the smaller tomato varieties such as Barry's Crazy Cherry. Probably taking the award here for tallest. It's no surprise. It was always the quickest to sprout, grow, develop. Always on top. Brad's Atomic here next to it. Looking also just fantastic. Really nice vine. And the fruit. Fortunately, here late in the season, I've been able to salvage some. Almost all of them split earlier on. All the lower fruit that came off of here, 75% of that ended up splitting from all the water. You know, we've had a lot of rain that, you just can't really control. Excessive rain, especially at night, is when it does even more damage by compounding with blight. Sugar Rush Peach. Just an absolute monster. I did not think this one was going to survive, honestly, because it had such heavy damage from slugs. But as you can see, it just branched out. And I've had to put in kind of a janky support system. Makeshift, just to tame it, keep it off the other plants. Because obviously that's going to contribute to blight. Keeping all that moisture in here is not good. I'll probably have to rethink that for sure next season, depending on what crops I put in this bed. So then next to that we've got the German lunchbox. Very nice little variety. Kind of like a 2-bite tomato. Right next to will be it's kind of like a mini stereotypical heirloom. Black vernissage. Reddish crimson with some greenish stripes. Delicious. The flavor, I didn't quite know what I was tasting until someone described it as smoky, and I would have to agree with that. So, jalapenos are also dominating. 3 jalapeno plants. I would say they're basically trees at this point. That is a fat stalk. Let me just pick one of these. So you can see here. I'm just totally shocked. Actually, no, I'm not, because when you look at quality ingredients for anything, you generally end up with a quality result, as long as there's some consistency in the process. So when the human factor is at play, that's generally when consistency goes awry. Just speaking based on experience. I put the Roma over here. I wasn't planning to grow this, much more for just personal use. And it's done alright. Probably needs to be staked up here a little bit. But not like last year. Last year we had 3. So there were way more salsa nights. But still delicious and nutritious would be the Green Doctor here. Suffered blight pretty hard. That one took a lot of damage. As did Cream Sausage. Although it's bouncing back, look at that. Just the damage down here, it almost hurts looking at that. But now, if you believe it, we have more fruit on multiple clusters. Yet another thing I did not anticipate. I'm gonna have to wrap this up. It's getting kind of ridiculous. So this is the black pineapple. making a little resurgence here at the end of the season. Black Crim. Also hit hard by the blight, but persists and needs to be pruned. Pretty bad. I'll get right on that. Kind of mingling here with brandywine. That's probably how cross-pollination occurs. Look at that. Maybe I should save those and see what happens. Well, just about to wrap it up here with the ground cherry. Somebody nibbled on it. Hardcore nibbled on it within the past 2 days. I think it was just last night. Some deer must have been able to reach through because I had it right there, as you can see. Next to the Brussels sprouts. Crazy. Really hope they taste good. Heard the warm weather produces poor tasting Brussels sprouts, so I'll let you know. And red rubine over here. Rubine. Doesn't really look like it's putting out much in the Brussels sprout form yet, but I think it is progressing finally. So we'll keep an eye on it. Along with the golden zucchini and the nimbus squash.